This is training for the personal credit builder. So the first thing that you should do is to register the program. To do that, just enter here, registration, and probably the default password is 123456, so you click continue, and you're going to enter your data here. You're going to enter the PIN number that you receive, your license PIN. Don't forget the dashes, and click here to register the program. That will register your program, and now you will be able to enter without a problem. It's possible to enter directly the first time without it, but only one time, so that means that you certainly want to register the program as soon as possible. Then you click enter, and again you click continue. It's possible to change the password to enter the program right here. You see, change password, so that will be perfectly possible. But initially the password is the default, and you can click just continue. Here you can enter up to 3 users, so you can switch between users, okay, 1, 2, or 3. It's going to be blank. In this case, they are filling already, but it's going to be blank. And another thing is you enter your data here, okay, very, very easy. Enter your data. You don't need to enter probably the website, but you enter your social, your date of birth, and those are the most important things that you can do. And maybe you're going to paste here your proof of identity by pasting. So you can click here and then paste your, but only one picture, but you can paste your social security and maybe the driver's license and or more documents, but as long as you have all of them combined into a picture, okay? So you can actually import them is a good idea, right? So you're gonna import them from your hard drive, but remember that you need to have them in one picture and one picture only. And then the next step is you can put some notes here if you want, and you can definitely synchronize or link some documents from your hard drive into the Documents tab by clicking the Add button and importing. So here you can put a text, and then you can import by clicking this button here, and then you can open that document if you need it in the future by clicking this action button. So you import with this, and you can make your description here and import from your hard drive the path to this document or many others. So you can do unlimited documents linked to any contact. Then you're going to enter here into the credit repair area. Pretty easy. Before, I'm going to just to comment on this one. Credit report provider. This is nothing but a link. So if you're using, for example, Identity IQ, so you can enter here the website could be, for example, Identity IQ, and then here will be your username. You don't need to put the password, but if you do, if you enter your password, then when you click go, the username and the password will be in your Windows clipboard. So it will be pretty easy to paste into the login page of your credit report provider. Okay, so here will be your username and the password will be set here. Okay, so it won't be able to be seen, just so you can save it. So that is for convenience. That's not that important, but it's for convenience. Now you're gonna click credit repair. So here we just select the user and pretty much go to credit repair. From here you have some instructions here. Okay, so be sure to read these instructions. Pretty much I'm gonna tell you right now, but you know, definitely doesn't hurt. So you're gonna click click on Add Dispute. So here, you're going to enter the creditor. You can copy and paste the creditor if you have your credit report open in another screen or by switching, etc. You can paste. If you want to copy and paste, you can click this button here that does exactly that. Click to paste here your Windows clipboard. So again, you can copy that creditor from your credit report and paste it here with one click. Otherwise, if you need to type, you can type in Sears, but if you scroll here by clicking this button, you can see the ones that we have here in the system already. So it's possible that your creditor is there, and if it's not, you can add it, and it will be added automatically to the database. Here you enter your account ID, the account number, as it shows in the credit report, and here you're going to, let's say, if it was a late payment, for example, you will select late payment, and automatically you see that the reason and the letter is assigned. Even though you're in total control of your letters and stuff, you can learn that at your own pace by going to the template manager later. But this is more or less the technique. I mean, you select the type and automatically this is you can change this just by typing on it. Okay, so you're never forced to use a particular reason, and it's also possible to change the default reason, etc., which is out of the scope of this training. But at least you know that you can override this just by typing. And then, well, if you have that dispute in the three bureaus, you're just gonna click number 3. If you have it just in one, you're gonna select here the bureau. So you see, so it's possible to select whatever. But if you have them in 3, boom, you just click the number 3, and now you have the 3 of them created. So that's pretty quickly, pretty fast. I'm gonna select a second one only. Okay, so I'm gonna put here capital 1. Okay, capital 1, and again, you can have several with capital 1 bank, etc., or services, so you can check the correct one. Have another account ID, and let's say that this one is a charge off, and it's also in the 3 credit bureaus, for example. Now, once you have all the derogatories that you want entered, by the way, you shouldn't dispute inquiries that have been approved so that they are active. So for example, if you have a Capital One card and you have an inquiry, you shouldn't dispute that inquiry, especially if you don't have a derogatory on that particular credit card. That would be a pretty bad idea. So don't do that. I mean, you can dispute inquiries, but only if they are not active. So now that you have this, you can group the disputes into letters. Okay, so by clicking here, the default, as you can see, is do it every 30 days and do all of them. So 99 means, default number of disputes per letter. You see the tooltip. So that is the default, but you can change it at any time. So here I can click several, which could be more than one, and selected, that will be all of these. Also all, but in this case selected is fine and is more understood. So here you see we have them all, 99. If you don't want to do them all, and you want in group of 3, which is not a bad idea, to dispute them little by little, you can change this to number 3, for example, which, by the way, in this case will be exactly the same since we have only 2. So it will be 3 or 99. In this case, will be absolutely the same. And here the groups are created, and then pretty much We don't need to find those to print because they're going to be the same, but we could. So we click on it and nothing happens. Still, we have the same 6. You see the number here at the top is 6. And then we're going to print the dispute. But notice this, and before I click the print disputes, notice that we have also the ability, I strongly advise you, strongly, that to hover the mouse on the different fields and symbols and everything, because you're going to learn a lot of what you can do with this software. I mean, it's so versatile, and how you can manipulate the data and everything in between. So really, 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 it's a good idea, an excellent idea that you hover, even in the obvious ones, navigation and everything. You should hover the mouse to learn what the different symbols and icons do. In particular, this checkbox, as you can see in the tooltip, this checkmark can be used to select manually the disputes you want to print and use the column top checkmark to select them. But if we mark, we don't need to do it now, okay, because already we're going to print them all, kind of a thing. But if you want to, for example, just print the late payment, for example, right, at these 3, and I click print disputes, I could see print marked. I could click on this button as opposed to clicking on selected, okay, and in that case it would print only the late payments, because those would be the ones that are marked. And I can print also the print mark plus the picture. What is the picture? The one that we saw before, the Social Security and driver's license potentially that you could have in the field, in the picture field, in the main screen. Okay. So in this case, I'm going to click select it because that's what we wanted originally. And I'm going to use 2 lines between disputes just to make it more readable. Okay, so it's only because it's a little bit nicer, that's all. And then I'm going to, in this particular case, I'm going to print to the screen so you can see how it works. The first one we can see here is for Equifax. Then when we come back, we have Experian, and when we come back, so we have Experian, and then we have TransUnion. So we have the 3 of them, okay? The 3 of them, and so here we go. All right, so that's that. We have Experian, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, the last one. When we come back, we have some instructions here, very important. I'm going to kind of tell you pretty much what you need to know, but it's important that you read those instructions or maybe print them. Notice that the status becomes in progress. The overdue date is 45 days. So basically, this is the maximum date. On the other hand, we have a round date here that is 30 days. So this is your normal date. But this is a kind of a overdue date, but because you're going to be entering as soon as you receive a response from the credit bureau, you don't have to wait really until these dates. You have to act as soon as the credit bureau send you the responses to your disputes. And then we can print the envelopes too, okay? So this is kind of important. You can print real envelopes, but you need to have, special tray sometimes in the printer. So this one, is tricky. Also, you can print labels with Avery 5163. Most importantly, you can print paper inserts, which are suitable to insert into a double window envelope. These are by far the easiest ones, okay? So you're going to print that. I recommend you to print those. And it has a line here. Maybe you cannot see it now, but it has a line here that you will use to fold or cut, okay? And then you have your envelopes here. You put them into a double window envelope, and that will be that. And that's pretty much that for now. Now, so this was finished, but now that let's see that you receive a response here of this one being deleted. Okay, so it's deleted, and maybe this other one wasn't, so no change. It was verified. It's usually called verified in the name of credit repair. So you see, you change it to no change, and then what you can do is to click duplicate here, right? You click duplicate dispute and click one. There are other options that you can read a little bit more advanced, but the simple one, you duplicate. Now you have a duplication with the overdue date is blank and starting today. Obviously, these two are starting today because it's not true. But and in real life, this would be approximately 30 days after the first one. That is the time when the bureau will respond to you. And then once you have these, you're going to click next letter. Okay. So this next letter is important because it's going to be, you see, it's going to change the letter and sometimes the reasons. That depends. In this case, the reason is blank because everything is self-contained in this other letter. Remember, the first letter was this one. The second letter or second round, as we like to call it, is going to be this one. Then we can have other rounds. So if this happens next month, right? Let's say that it was no change, unfortunately. So we're going to do exactly the same. Okay, so duplicate, and then next letter. So it's pretty simple. Next letter. You see, and now the letter changed, and in this case we have another reason, which in this case we are disputing the account number as per the Metro 2 system. So everything is automated, even though you are in total control of anything. I mean, you can change it, etc., etc. But everything is totally automated, and then you can do other rounds. This one is disputing the account number. But if it was another round, let's do as an example. Let's pretend that it was another month. So this one was account number. Let me put this one in no change, so I don't want to confuse you. And I'm gonna do duplicate number one, right? And then next letter. So you see, this reason now is saying amount past due. So essentially, we're disputing the amount past due, and in this one, we were disputing the account number. So these represent different rounds, different months. Okay, these represent different months, and here are the round. In this case, we have one because we never print them. Okay, so we never when it's in progress. But if we had printed these things, this one would have been number 2, and this one would have been number 3, and this one would have been number 4. So month number 4. Okay, and that would have been automated. Simply, it didn't change because I didn't print them, and that's pretty much the technique. And of course. The program has much more advanced features that you can use, but this is the essence. And if you hover your mouse and get acquaintance with those features, you will be able to take advantage of many ways to manipulate, especially with these black arrows right here. Okay, you will be able to manipulate the data quite easily, and also this one is important, the replace status button and the omit. So, well, many things are important. So I strongly recommend you that you hover the mouse on everything, so it will tell you, what they do. And that's pretty much finished our training. I wish you the best of lucks, and you'll be able to repair your credit, and it will be fantastic. So thank you.